qué le tiene miedo en este momento como artista y como americana?
Uf. Oh. I don't. It's obviously a very difficult question. Only to say that I love my country, but I don't at this time recognize my country. And I think that's. But I've always lived internationally. My family's international. My friends, my life, my worldview is equal, united, international. So anything, anywhere that divides or, of course, limits personal expressions and freedoms and from anyone, I think is very dangerous. And I think these are such serious times that we have to be careful not to say things casually. So I'll be careful during a press conference, but to say that, of course, like all of you and everyone watching, these are very, very heavy times. We're all living in together.
That is Oscar-winning actress Angelina Jolie answering a question on the current state of the U.S. Let's not forget.
I don't want to sound too much like a chauvinist, but when I come home and dinner's not ready, I go through the roof, okay?
I tend to like beautiful women more than unattractive women. I don't know, maybe that makes me bad.
I never thought she was good looking. I don't think she's got good skin. I don't think she's got a great face. I think her lips are too big, to be honest with you. They look like too big.
Years back, Donald Trump criticized Angelina Jolie's looks on Howard Stern.
How can you look at Angelina Jolie and go, I don't know, I don't see it. What do you mean?
Well, look, that's why they have menus in restaurants. I mean, somebody likes peas, somebody likes... I personally... No, it's true. Look, if everybody
What restaurant is that? If the Angelina Jolie.
If everybody liked, the same thing, it would be a pretty bad world. No, I think she's a pretty woman, but I don't think she's a great beauty by any stretch of the imagination.
A truly insane thing to say. He probably despises her then and now because of, say, this.
Everyone knows how I feel about that. And I have a lot to say, but I don't think this is really the place. But I have a lot to say. I will be saying much more, and I will be traveling to the regions myself. But it's just so serious. It's just not, obviously it makes me... It makes me very angry and very sick.
Here was Jolie when being asked about USAID cuts by the Trump administration.
It is such a pleasure to be with all of you, with people of different backgrounds, faiths, and beliefs, all pulling in the same direction and sharing a common outlook of respect and tolerance. It reminds me how lucky we are to be living in a country that enables civil society to flourish, that provides for a rich tapestry of viewpoints and efforts. Civil society is one of the guardrails of democracy. And so I thank you for all the work that so many of you do on behalf of refugees in this country and around the world. The principles we live by in a democracy are not new. They are not open to being reinterpreted or watered down, or even set aside because of new circumstances. As citizens, we do not only want freedom and human rights for every single person in our society, we want that for every person in the world. Upholding the ideal that all people are born equal and deserve equal rights and dignity. And that is the essence of what it is to be a citizen of a democracy. It is how we treat the weakest or the most vulnerable among us that says the most about our commitment to human rights and equality and justice for all people. And when we are at our strongest, it is when we draw on our diversity as a people to find unity based on our common values and our larger identity. We are not strong despite our diversity. We're strong because of it.
Considering where MAGA is today, this speech and its message could not be a bigger antithesis to the current movement. Of course, she has also been an outspoken advocate for Palestine, the same area where Israel continues to commit an ongoing genocide, and Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, noted the incredible future beachfront property value. On that first video, Variety wrote, "It's important to note that Jolie's comment on freedom of expression comes just days after Disney's ABC took Jimmy Kimmel's show off its schedule indefinitely. The decision came after one of the biggest owners of television stations in the country, Nexstar, said they intended to preempt airings of Kimmel's show following the remarks the host had made on the subject of conservative activist and speaker Charlie Kirk getting killed." Meanwhile, The Telegraph printed pro-Trump news website Breitbart, where Kirk once wrote, rebuked Jolie's comments, accusing her of, quote, trashing America, which she did not. Jolie's father, of course, is Jon Voight, the actor, director, and one of 3 special ambassadors to Hollywood that were appointed by Donald Trump to bring back business lost to foreign countries. No word, by the way, on the progress of that.
It should be noted that her comments came prior to this reversal from ABC regarding Jimmy Kimmel and his show. I also want to make clear, I've seen the reactions from, say, a Scott Jennings and a Piers Morgan, who are trying to move the goalposts and saying, oh, see, it was an ABC problem. It was a network problem. That's who it falls on. It was the network, when we've gone over this many times over. And realistically, those messages are not for us. They're for the base, because the base is misinformed. And a lot of the time, it's not even their fault because of the media infrastructure that is in place to deceive them. We know about FCC Chairman Brendan Carr. We know that he wrote a chapter on the FCC in Project 2025. We have also seen, for example, when Colbert was canceled, that Donald Trump posted on social media that Jimmy Kimmel was next. So the Jennings of the world and the Piers of the world, like, who you crapping, man? Stop. On the flip side, we have gone over some big names who have spoken out, and I continue to think that it is a net positive. I would also say that they despise someone like Angelina Jolie because she has spoken out many times over. She's spoken out for people that are being hurt, serious issues. And I think what gets to them most is that Jon Voight couldn't have the influence within the MAGA sphere and emulate that on her. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYT Sports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.